Namaskar, this is Vijay Nag. Today let's have a look at the G7 summit. The G7's 47th summit is currently taking place for 11 to 13 June 2021 in Cornwall in the United Kingdom, while it holds the presidency of the G7. For the first time since the coronavirus pandemic impeded face-to-face events, leaders from the G7 nations are gathered in the seaside town of Cornwall in Britain. In the event, Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi, who is attending the summit on video conferencing, has called for following a One Earth, One Health approach to effectively deal with the coronavirus pandemic globally. What is the G7? The Group of Seven or G7 is an intergovernmental political forum consisting of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Its members are the world's largest IMF advanced economies and wealthiest liberal democracies. Here's by saying IMF advanced economies, I am referring to the 43 countries and territories that have been categorized by the IMF as advanced economies. The G7 countries account for close to 60% of global net wealth, that is $317 trillion, and 32 to 46% of global domestic product. Let us know the brief history of the G7. The concept of the G7 emerged from the 1973 oil crisis that started in October 1973 when the members of the Organization of Arab Petroleum Exporting Countries proclaimed an oil embargo. The embargo targeted countries such as Canada, Japan, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, and the United States for their support to Israel in the Ramadan War, which started in 1973 by Egypt and Syria against Israel. On March 1973, the United States, Germany, France, and the United Kingdom formed the Library Group, that was also called the Group of Four. Later on, the Group of Four or the Library Group became the Group of Five by adding Japan to the group. In 1975, France hosted a 3-day summit inviting Italy along with the Group of Five, and the group became the Group of Six. In 1973, Canada was invited to the Group of Six, and thus the group came to be known as the Group of Seven. In 1977, on the invitation of England, the President of the European Commission attended the G7 summit, and since then the European Commission has regularly been attending the G7 summits. In 1994's G7 summits in Naples, Italy, Russian officials held separately meetings with the leaders of the G7 after the group's summit. Later, at the invitation of Prime Minister of the United Kingdom Tony Blair and President of the United States Bill Clinton, Russian President Boris Yeltsin joined the G7 summit as a guest observer. In 1998, Russia formally joined the Group of Seven, and the group came to be known as the Group of Eight or G8. The Russian Federation in fact has limited net national wealth and financial weight as compared to the other members of the G8. Russia also has never been a major advanced economy according to the IMF. However, the Russian Federation was ejected from the G8 political forum in March 2014 following the Russian annexation of Crimea. After Russia's ejection from the G8, the group again became the Group of Seven or G7. Now let's look at the possibilities of expansion of the Group of Seven. There have been various proposals to expand the G7. In 2020, US President Donald Trump advocated that Russia should be invited to rejoin the group and wished Australia, India, and South Korea to join. Inclusion of Australia, India, and South Korea was also approved by various think tank groups and the government of Boris Johnson of England. France advocated Spain's inclusion to the group. However, the future has much in store. Let's look at the other important facts about the G7. The G7 focuses more on major global issues, namely trade, security, economics, and climate change. The G7 summits are held annually and are attended by heads of the government of its member countries. Representatives of the European Union and the heads of the guest observer countries also attend the G7 summits. The G7 is not based on a treaty and has no permanent secretariat or office. Its presidency rotates annually among the members. Hope you find it informative. Your comments are extremely valuable. Thank you.